Hi YouTube, welcome to Pagan Perspective. This is Megan, aka Superhistory, and today we are talking about our significant others. So I've mentioned my wife on this channel a lot, so this probably won't come as much of a shock to the majority of you. Sorry there, I'm shaking the camera a little bit. So I am married to my wife, and she happens to be pagan. So that makes things a little easy. And I could just leave it at that. But she's been on quite a journey, and she still is on quite a journey. So she was raised Catholic, and we actually met at a Samhain event. Even though she still identified as Catholic at that time, she loved the band that was playing, and she was intrigued by what was going on. She's always been intrigued and wanted to know more. She loved the ritual part of her Catholic upbringing, and she really identified with a lot of the saints and things, and the ability to kind of, that there's a saint for different things. It really spoke to her, and that's something that she carries with her into paganism as well. And she kind of feels like it was something that was calling to her always, her entire life. She just didn't know it. It was just because she was raised a different way. She just didn't know that what she was looking for was out there yet. So I think that's something that happens a lot, is that because we get raised in particular paths, we're not always aware of all the other paths out there. So I think that's something that that I know I take on, is that learning about world religions is really important in order for choice. And so I think, yeah, I think that's probably it. It was something very important to me, that, you know, having a partner who, you know, at least can hopefully share in some of my beliefs, but at least has some common beliefs, you know. So it really worked out well that she was already on this path before I came around. So she definitely has expanded it, obviously, since being with me. But yeah, she was already on the path before then. So I've dated pagans, Christians, a Mormon, even an evangelical at one point. That was interesting, before religion kind of came into it. And when I say dated, I mean went on like a date, well, a couple dates, but before religion came into it. And they asked me basically if I thought that humans were essentially good or essentially evil, and I said essentially good. That's what I believe. Yeah, they disagreed with that. So their faith tells them that human beings are by nature bad, and only through their religion, their path, can you be saved and be good. So very different than my path, and that wasn't a situation that was going to last. I don't think for me I couldn't have a long-term, like, actual relationship and raise a family with somebody who had really diametrically opposing beliefs than I did, like really big. I mean, it's okay to disagree on some stuff. I mean, that's, you know, that's kind of important, but on the big stuff, those things come back as a therapist too. You know, those are the people that you see most often in counseling, is couples who have such diametrically opposed, you know, people who fall on other end of the spectrum politically and things like that. Those can be really difficult for relationships to overcome. Some can do it though. Some definitely can overcome it. But for the majority of people, relationships with super diametrically opposing views, especially a view that, you know, if one person's faith basically tells you that the other person's faith makes them evil and are going to hell, it's going to be hard to have a relationship with them. So yeah, so I think that in general, you know, having some common ground is kind of important in a relationship. So I think that's all for today. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week. We have 2 subs weeks coming up for you, and then I will see you in September. All right. Bye, everyone. Blessed be and aloha. Bye.